I mean, personally, I feel like it's a little bit different for pro athletes because just of how established they are and to what they stand for as a person. They've had a little bit more time to kind of realize, okay, this is life. Like this is my purpose, and I feel like people are more willing to carry out their career in a way that is fulfilling for their purpose, as opposed to in college. You know, we're young, we're still trying to figure things out, and oftentimes, you know, you just kind of want to go the path of least resistance just because you don't know how, let's say, that activism might affect your whole college career. And if you don't graduate from the school you're at, or if you're not playing, you don't want to, and you can't get to the next level in your respective sport, you know, people are hesitant to do that. So I feel like pro athletes kind of just have that a little bit more figured out, as opposed, and also they're making a certain amount of money, and it's a little bit easier for them to be like, okay, for these next couple of years, or for however long it takes, like I'm willing to put these things aside because they've already established themselves in their career and their families. College, like we're just still trying to figure things out, so it complicates things a little bit.
You talked about this path of least resistance, and a lot of players may worry about like not graduating. So
Yeah.
I heard from other athletes that there's this fear of losing scholarships, like losing minutes if you do this, you protest the national anthem per se. Do you think this is a legitimate fear that athletes have nowadays?
Yeah, I think that's real. I'm not going to name names, but just a couple of my friends were thinking about protesting during anthem, and they're college athletes. And it wasn't necessarily if I protest, I'm going to lose minutes, but it was if I protest, this is going to detract from the team's focus before a game, and the coach might have kind of pushed against that or made them reconsider. So I feel like it's not a question of if they're allowed to or not, but it's a question of how much they're willing to put up with while they're in their college career, because you only have a short amount of time to stand out, and you put so much hours in practicing, dedication, on and off the court or field or whatever. So I feel like people are less willing to put their neck out there for something that they feel like they could be easily avoided.
So how do you think universities play a role in suppressing athletes' voices or putting this fear in athletes, not to speak out, not to go out on the limits? So how do you think universities play a role in this fear that athletes have?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I feel like it depends on the university. You take a look at Northwestern football team, Missouri football team, those student-led movements. The administration kind of was in support of it, but only for the reason that college athletics has become a business. So if the players are together and they're one unit in their protest, that definitely hurts the university's pockets a little bit, and the athletes are putting pressure on them. So I feel like it just depends on